You know that moment when your computer throws up an error message and your stomach drops? Well, recently I discovered something interesting. Google has a free AI tool that acts like a translator for all those tech headaches. It's like having your own personal IT support right when you need it. Not only does it explain things in English, but it actually helps you troubleshoot the problem too. And the best part, I'm going to show you three surprising ways to use it that most tutorials miss completely.
Where AI meets ambition.
Hi there, I'm Michelle Anderson, and I help small businesses integrate AI tools into their daily operations. Today, I'm going to show you one of my favorite free resources that can save you hours of tech troubleshooting. All right, so what is this amazing tool? Well, if you head on over to aistudio.google.com, this is the free resource. Now, you're going to need to be signed in to your Google account to be able to use this, but it is completely free to use. And it has a couple unique features that I think are really amazing, especially if you're somebody who struggles with technology or you just, you need a little bit of help. So here I am at the site and I've already signed in, and you should be able to see a whole bunch of things over on the left sidebar. And basically, what we're going to use today, we're only going to be touching on the surface of what you can do with this website, but we are going to stream real time. And once you click on that, you'll see Talk to Gemini, Show Gemini, and Share Your Screen. So what we're going to do, we're going to be looking at sharing your screen, although the Showing Gemini also has some amazing things, which I'm going to share at the end. So if I share my screen and I'm going to choose it, you might not see it here, but I'm going to choose what window I'm actually going to share.
All right, it seems like you're getting ready to share your screen. Is there anything you'd like me to help with as you set it up?
No, there we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. It looks like you are on a page called Google AI Studio.
Yes.
There is a,
Well, what I'm actually
okay, see
going
the,
to ask for help with is I'm not quite sure. I want to set up an automation. So can you see the screen here?
okay, I see that you're looking at a dashboard and want to set up an automation. Is there anything specific you are struggling with?
Well, I'm not sure how to get started. I want to be able to, when somebody responds to an email, they automatically get a message back.
So you want to set up an automation so that when someone responds to an email, they automatically get a message back. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I can see that you're on a dashboard and that in the left-hand navigation bar, there is an automation option below the marketing option. I'd suggest starting there. Great, it looks like you've opened the automation page and it's showing you a tab for workflows. Do you see an option there to create a new workflow?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then you can click on plus create workflow to get started.
Should I select the recipe or start from scratch?
That depends on whether you'd like to use a pre-built template or create your own automation. If you're new to this, you may want to explore the select a recipe option. If you prefer more customization or have a clear idea of what you want to achieve, then starting from scratch might be better for you.
Okay, I'm going to start from scratch because I'm hoping you can help me.
How can I help you get started?
Well, I'm not sure what to do next.
Okay, it looks like the next step is to add a trigger to your workflow. You should click on the Add New Trigger button.
Okay.
You got it. Now that you've selected the Add New Trigger button, what is the next trigger that you would like to add to your workflow?
So, does the trigger mean like what will start this workflow?
Yes, that's exactly right. The trigger is the event that will initiate your workflow. You can choose from the list on the right or search for a trigger.
Okay, so if they submit a form, that could be a trigger.
Sounds good. You can select Form Submitted as the trigger.
All right. Is there anything else I need to do here?
It looks like the workflow trigger is set to form submitted and you have the option to add a filter or name the trigger. If you're happy with that, you can click on the Save Trigger button to proceed to the next step.
How do I know which specific form gets filled? I only want a specific form.
Okay, you can use the Filters dropdown to specify which form will trigger the workflow.
Form is maybe?
Okay, it looks like Form is a good option.
Ah, okay.
You can
So I can choose the form here.
Right.
If
You can now select.
so, can you see my screen now? Can you read what it says?
Yes, I can see your screen now. The error message says, the operation can't be completed because one or more required items can't be found. Error code -43.
Okay, well, can you tell me what this error means?
I'm not sure exactly what that error means, but it seems like the application can't find all the necessary files to complete the operation you requested. It could be that some files are missing or corrupted. Would you like me to help you try to troubleshoot this?
Not right now, but I want you to. Can you see this form here?
Yes, I can see the form. It appears to be a W8BEN-E form.
All right. So, can you explain to me how would I use this form? In what case should I use this form?
Okay, a W8BEN-E form is used by foreign entities to claim an exemption from U.S. tax, withholding on income they receive from U.S. sources. It's typically used when a foreign business or organization is receiving payment for services or goods from a U.S. source.
All right. That's just hopefully a short little preview into some of the things you can do. You can use it to help you work on Excel spreadsheets, any kind of error messages, helping you with design layouts, like putting your website up and asking for suggestions and improvements. Anything that's on your screen, you can ask it questions and get help on how can you either solve it or suggestions. There's so many possibilities with this. And I wanted to come back here just to show you another interesting little thing. So, if we come back to stream real time, you can open this on your phone. And so, another really interesting case that I've used with this is I've gone to Show Gemini, and this actually use your webcam. So, I put it on my phone before because I just thought it would be interesting to try and see if it can help me track calories. And guess what? I gave it access on my phone to the webcam and I showed it what I was cooking. I showed it the backs of any kind of packaging that it needed to see. And I asked it how many calories were in the meal on my plate. And it was able to go through and figure out all of the calories and give me. So I didn't have to sit and weigh things. I didn't have to write down every little thing and do all the calculation myself. It did it all for me. So I thought that was a really interesting, maybe not business related, but another really interesting way to use it. So after seeing this tool, what do you think you could use it for in your business? I'd love for you to share in the comments below. And if you are ready to make your business work for you, even while you sleep, in my next video, I'm going to reveal how voice AI can handle your customer calls around the clock. And it sounds so natural, most people won't even know that it's AI. I'm going to walk you through the entire setup process step by step. So, if you want to know more, hit subscribe and let's turn your phone system into your most reliable team member. I'll see you there.